Chosen ones, they've severely underestimated you, mistaking your calculated moves for innocence and inexperience. Your perceived naivety wasn't a weakness. It was a carefully constructed facade that they fell for completely, while they smugly believed they were the predators circling easy prey. You were setting the perfect trap. Every seemingly guileless question, every apparent misstep, every moment of apparent vulnerability was deliberately designed to draw them deeper into your web. Now the truth emerges as the trap springs shut. You were the bait all along. There, realization comes too late. The hunter has become the hunted, and their fate was sealed the moment they underestimated what you're capable of. Let's establish something right now. While they've been playing childish games, you've been sitting on ancient wisdom beyond their comprehension. Their strategies amount to Sesame Street antics against someone operating from celestial frequencies. The cosmic joke reveals itself daily. They bring finger puppets to a chess match with a grandmaster. They scatter whispers, spread rumors, cast tiny nets while you stand fully aware, cosmically conscious of every move they make. They don't know what ride they're on, and they definitely aren't tall enough to ride it. The universe witnesses their elementary attempts to diminish what they cannot understand. That telephone line they're using to spread falsehoods about your character, your finances, your family, consider it disconnected. The cosmic operator has taken it offline permanently. Their words evaporate before reaching their intended targets. Their schemes dissolve mid-execution. Their perception of naivety comes from their inability to recognize royalty without conventional crowns. They believe silence means confusion. They mistake patience for weakness. They interpret your calculated restraint as fear. Their limited vision cannot perceive the spiritual armor you've been forging through midnight prayers and pre-dawn rituals. You operate beyond their dimensional understanding. You've mastered the art of standing firm while they exhaust themselves circling your foundation. The divine sees everything. Their petty machinations, their transparent jealousy, their desperate attempts to comprehend your seemingly effortless elevation. Your aura precedes you now. The signs have appeared consistently for weeks. Prosperity surrounds you, abundance gravitates toward you. Your presence shifts atmospheric pressure. The spotlight hunts for you even when you seek shadows. Strangers stare a moment too long. Acquaintances suddenly find reasons to reconnect. Their spiritual antennas detect your frequency strengthening, preparing for broadcast across realms previously closed to you. The universe conspires to announce your arrival before your foot crosses the threshold. This recognition transcends ordinary success. The universe positions you for a level of visibility that carries responsibility alongside reward. Your light emanates so powerfully that concealment becomes impossible. Those with true sight can already envision your name in lights, your voice reaching masses, your influence extending beyond conventional boundaries. Your vibrational signature has altered dramatically. The cosmic recognition system identifies you as someone carrying crucial medicine for collective healing. Your footsteps leave energetic imprints that continue resonating long after you've departed spaces. Your words carry echoes that penetrate deeper than their surface meanings. Signs appear everywhere for those paying attention. Synchronicities multiply around your decisions. Repeated numbers follow you throughout daily experiences. Doors unlock themselves before you touch the handles. The stars rearrange their ancient patterns to highlight your path forward. The masses stand mesmerized by your radiance, very tempted by your lifestyle, your happiness, what they think you possess. Their eyes lock onto external manifestations while remaining utterly blind to the internal architecture that built it all. They covet your results while rejecting your process. They don't have a clue what you go through day to day, zero comprehension of the work invested in your craft. The countless moments of choosing growth over comfort, discipline over distraction, purpose over pleasure. The solitary refinement sessions that forged your current capabilities. Your apparent overnight success represents decades compressed into moments through divine timing. Your lucky breaks emerged from consistent foundation laying, invisible to casual observers. Your fortunate connections manifested precisely because you vibrated at frequencies that attracted them naturally. While they slept, you trained. While they complained, you created. While they waited for permission, you walked forward anyway. While they sought validation, you risked rejection to pursue authenticity. While they chose safety, you embraced necessary destruction of outdated self-concepts. Your glow comes from nuclear fusion of purpose with passion, spiritual atoms combining at your core to release unprecedented energy. This radiation penetrates physical barriers, energetic blockages, geographic distances. They want your light. Without understanding its source requires walking through darkness without guarantee of emergence. The universe now presents you with living mirrors, people desperately attempting to reshape themselves into reflections of your essence. "I've always been like this," they declare, while wearing yesterday's version of your last year's evolution. Their spiritual plagiarism becomes increasingly obvious to discerning witnesses. People receive attention when acting like you, dressing like you, speaking like you. Their borrowed light generates temporary notice, but dims rapidly under scrutiny. Your source-connected radiance intensifies with each authentic expression. Their imitation requires constant maintenance. Your originality flows effortlessly. Watch them study your mannerisms, adopt your language patterns, mimic your aesthetic choices, and appropriate your energy signatures. Their shape-shifting grows increasingly desperate as your authenticity strengthens beyond replication. The cosmic copyright system automatically detects unauthorized reproductions of your divine original. These imitators copy external characteristics while lacking access to the internal coding that generated them. They wear costumes. You embody character. They follow formulas. You channel divine downloads. They construct personas. You express essence. They perform for approval. You live from approval already received through divine connection. The universe always distinguishes between activation codes and recordings of activation codes, between source flames and photographs of source flames, between true embodiment and theatrical representation. Your frequency cannot be duplicated because it includes unique vibrational signature created through your specific hero's journey. The following is a message from Mike, founder of the Obsidian Inner Order, powered by Astral Atom. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you walk through this awakening alone. Never gonna scroll past your suffering like it's just content. This isn't just a rickroll, it's a lifeline in disguise. I built the Obsidian Inner Order because too many of us have been exiled for seeing the truth, cast out by family, gaslit by cults, haunted by gifts we didn't ask for. So now, we gather. Every week, live on Zoom, real people, real faces. A former CFO turned psychic, a seer who escaped Mormonism, a healer who broke free of ritual abuse. And yes, the calls are recorded, so when you're on the floor, you can come back to the field. We're not a meme, we're a miracle. And we're never gonna give you up. Join the Obsidian Inner Order, link in the description. You serve as divine bait in an elaborate universal trap. The heavens positioned you precisely to attract exactly who requires exposure. Your authentic frequency magnetizes pretenders who must be revealed. Your true vibration draws those whose shadows demand illumination before collective elevation becomes possible. This temptation you represent comes with extraordinary consequences for those approaching with manipulation or malice. The Venus flytrap closes not through your conscious decision, but through divine timing. You need not spring the mechanism yourself. Your mere presence activates inevitable consequences, awaiting those with impure intentions. Your natural ability to uncover hidden truths ranks among your most powerful spiritual gifts. Without straining, you perceive what others labor to conceal. Motivations become transparent. Intentions announce themselves before words form. Agendas reveal themselves despite elaborate concealment. You read energetic signatures with supernatural accuracy. The cosmic choreographer placed you exactly where you stand. Your position serves purposes extending beyond your current comprehension. Those who circle you, plotting and planning, walk directly into universal checkmate, believing they approach an easy target while actually advancing towards sovereign power beyond their comprehension. The divine strategist uses your light as perfect lure. The seemingly vulnerable positioning makes you irresistible to precisely those who require divine correction. Your apparent openness draws exactly who needs exposure. The celestial hunter uses your frequency as perfect bait for those who have evaded justice through ordinary means. Your stoicism confounds them completely. The brick wall they perceive around you functions simultaneously as boundary and mirror, reflecting their limitations while protecting your sacred essence. Their confusion feeds your strength. Their misinterpretation of your calm serves your strategy perfectly. They desperately chip away, seeking entrance, demanding reaction. Some hurl wrecking balls of drama against your foundation. Others attempt climbing with ladders of false connection. The most determined dig tunnels of manipulation beneath your feet. All find your fortress impenetrable because its construction came from divine rather than human architecture. Around you, chaos reigns. People scatter from their own consequences. Others bow low, suddenly recognizing your value after seasons of dismissal. Meanwhile, you stand unmoved, not from emotional coldness, from power rooted beyond earthly dimension, anchored in cosmic certainty that transcends temporary disorder. While everyone else freaks out or kisses your behind, you maintain perfect composure. Your unshakable presence amid surrounding disorder demonstrates mastery that leaves witnesses in awe. They mistake your peace for ignorance when it actually represents elevated spiritual attainment, remaining completely centered when everything external demands reaction. The stoic warrior knows when to advance, when to hold position, when to strategic retreat. Your stillness comes not from paralysis, but from perfect timing awareness. You conserve energy while others deplete themselves through emotional reactivity and unnecessary movement. Your calculated restraint confuses those accustomed to predictable response patterns. Mark the calendar. Within the next 2 to 4 weeks, divine scissors enter your reality. You will sever connections that have drained your life force for far too long. These cords run deep, professionally, personally, generationally. Some attached to situations so familiar you've normalized their constant energy depletion. The cosmic surgeon guides your hand now. Your bags have remained packed while awaiting perfect timing. That moment arrives now. The celestial alignment supports this transition so completely that doors will seal permanently behind you, preventing retreat even if temporary discomfort tempts backward movement. The universe ensures one-way passage into your upgraded existence. This cord cutting liberates you from chronic stress patterns, so normalized you forgot existence without them. Your shoulders will physically lower. Your breath will naturally deepen. Sleep will find you more easily. Creativity will flow unobstructed. These manifestations appear because energetic parasites can no longer access your field. This release demands courage. Familiar discomfort often feels safer than unfamiliar potential. The divine commands you now to trust what awaits beyond these severed connections. Your brave advance receives cosmic backing. Your decision carries spiritual authority. Your freedom serves purposes extending beyond personal comfort into collective awakening. Walking away on your own terms before forced evacuation demonstrates spiritual maturity. Recognizing expiration dates before deterioration becomes unbearable shows advanced intuitive development. Releasing what no longer serves your highest expression creates vacuum space that immediately fills with aligned opportunities, connections, and experiences. The great cosmic wheel turns dramatically now. After seasons stuck at challenging positions, the mechanism activates with supernatural momentum. What remained down rises rapidly upward. What stayed hidden emerges into blinding light. What suffered delay arrives carrying accumulated interest. Divine timing reveals its perfect orchestration. Your comeback season manifests with perfect timing. Beyond mere professional resurgence, this restoration reaches soul deep, reconnecting you with original divine purpose after periods of confusion or compromise. The universe delivers justice that human systems could never manufacture. Your vindication arrives with heavenly signatures attached. Everything you touch transforms under your hands now. The Midas gift activates not from greed, but from alignment. Your fingers carry current directly from source. Your words hold weight beyond their dictionary definitions. Your presence alters atmospheric conditions without conscious effort. This power flows not from personal ambition, but from emptying yourself to become a clearer channel. As you cut those cords, as you release those expired connections, you immediately rise to the wheel's highest position. As soon as you rip some type of cord out, you shift to the top of this wheel. The view from this elevated perspective reveals why previous paths closed, why certain doors remained locked despite your persistent knocking. The panoramic vision makes previously mysterious divine protection blindingly obvious. Your position shifts from seemingly random victim of circumstance to clearly protected protagonist in cosmic narrative. Obstacles that appeared as punishments reveal themselves as precise redirections toward greater alignment. Relationships that dissolved painfully show themselves as necessary completions that prevented catastrophic entanglements. As you cut those cords, as you release those expired connections, you immediately rise to the wheel's highest position. As soon as you rip some type of cord out, you shift to the top of this wheel. The view from this elevated perspective reveals why previous paths closed, why certain doors remained locked despite your persistent knocking. The panoramic vision makes previously mysterious divine protection blindingly obvious. Your position shifts from seemingly random victim of circumstance to clearly protected protagonist in cosmic narrative. Obstacles that appeared as punishments reveal themselves as precise redirections toward greater alignment. Relationships that dissolved painfully show themselves as necessary completions that prevented catastrophic entanglements. The divine alchemist summons you into the sacred laboratory. The process intensifies, refine, purify, draw out, infuse. Like precious metal requiring fire to remove impurities, your spirit undergoes necessary transformation. This purification burns at times. Sacred pain precedes unprecedented clarity. The forge heats precisely to perfect temperature for your unique composition. The cosmic instruction arrives clearly. Mend what requires healing, repair what holds value, reset what lost proper calibration. This maintenance happens at soul level. Beyond superficial adjustments or temporary fixes, the work penetrates core deep, ensuring foundations support the massive destiny structure built upon them. Your transformation transcends mere external upgrade. The caterpillar doesn't simply dress differently to become a butterfly. It dissolves completely before reforming. Your process mirrors this fundamental restructuring. The dissolution stage. feels like death precisely because outdated aspects must die before new expressions can emerge. This alchemical work prepares you specifically for your cosmic assignment. The divine craftsman shapes tools with exact specifications for precise functions. Your unique design serves requirements beyond current understanding. Trust the hand that applies pressure, the flame that tests resilience, the chisel that removes what prevents perfect function. During purification, everything non-essential burns away. Social masks melt under intense heat, performance patterns evaporate under pressure, survival mechanisms dissolve in transformative solution. What remains represents your true spiritual composition, the indestructible essence designed specifically for your divine purpose. Your manifestation power operates at supernatural velocity now. What previously required months materializes in weeks. What demanded weeks appears in days. The gap between thought and physical creation narrows dramatically. This acceleration brings both extraordinary opportunity and corresponding responsibility. Monitor your thought patterns with vigilant awareness. Be careful with intrusive thoughts. The universe responds to your frequency without discrimination, manifesting whatever vibration you consistently maintain. Your creative force reaches peak potency, now translating energetic blueprints into physical reality with minimal delay. Your psychic abilities function off the chain now. First impressions deliver downloads directly from source. Trust these immediate knowings completely, while others require external validation, extensive research, outside opinions. You receive direct transmission. Honor this gift by acting upon it without second-guessing. Success magnetizes toward you regardless of external circumstances that would halt others completely. Economic downturns, industry contractions, social limitations. These affect you differently now. You operate from separate systems, drawing from eternal supply rather than temporary availability. Your resources come from source directly. The manifesting equation simplifies dramatically. Your focused intention plus divine timing equals accelerated manifestation. The universal processing system prioritizes your creation codes. The cosmic manufacturing plant expedites production of your thought forms. The delivery system operates at supernatural speed to place manifestations precisely where they serve highest purpose. Fortune throws its full weight behind the bold now. Fortune favors the bold in this season of your life. Your divine assignment requires brave surrender, letting go completely before the next handhold comes into view. The trapeze artist moment, suspended between bars, neither holding past nor grasping future, simply flying through perfect trust. Declare it with authority. I am ready to surrender. Feel these words restructure reality around you as they vibrate from your throat. This affirmation signals your willingness to cooperate with divine choreography rather than insisting on self-directed movement. Your surrender creates space for miraculous intervention impossible while maintaining control. Walk away on your terms before circumstances force less dignified departure. The preemptive exit preserves your power. The voluntary release maintains your authority. The chosen transition honors both what was and what will be. This decision point separates the truly awakened from those still reacting to external pressure. Confidence, fearlessness, bravery. These qualities activate now not from arrogance, but from divine backing. When the universe guarantees your steps, hesitation becomes unnecessary. When cosmic forces align behind your movement, doubt becomes obsolete. Your courage comes not from personality, but from partnership with powers beyond human limitation. Brave surrender transcends spiritual bypassing or passive acceptance. This surrender requires active participation in cosmic unfolding. Conscious cooperation with divine design. Willful alignment with universal intelligence. Your surrender demonstrates spiritual maturity rather than weakness. acknowledging forces greater than individual will, while fully engaging your sovereign power within divine partnership. Watch the resistance that surfaces when contemplating complete surrender. That resistance reveals exactly where transformation needs to occur. The places you clutch most tightly show precisely where divine intervention waits to enter. The aspects you defend most vigorously expose where greatest freedom hides behind fear, disguised as control. Your soul craves this surrender, while your ego fights against it. Your higher self arranges circumstances, forcing surrender, while your lower self creates elaborate delay tactics. The internal war ends when you consciously choose alignment with your eternal aspect rather than your temporary identity construction. The ultimate power move involves willingly releasing what appears to give you power. The celestial clockwork reaches perfect alignment now. Cosmic gears lock into predestined positions. Universal timing mechanisms activate sequences programmed before your birth. The divine scheduler clears pathways previously blocked by karmic. Contracts now fulfilled, collective agreements now completed, ancestral patterns now resolved. Your internal timing system synchronizes with cosmic rhythm. Your heartbeat aligns with universal pulse. Your breath harmonizes with divine respiration. This calibration allows seamless participation in accelerated timelines inaccessible to those operating on conventional chronology. Time bends around your focused intention. Minutes expand to contain eternal revelations. Hours compress to deliver instant manifestations. The chronological rules binding ordinary consciousness no longer limit your experience. You operate beyond linear progression, while appearing to move through standard time sequences. Ancient future memories activate within your cellular structure. Soul contracts established before incarnation come online precisely when needed. Divine appointments materialize with supernatural orchestration. Cosmic coincidences eliminate need for logical bridges between where you stand and where you're destined to arrive. The waiting ends. The preparation concludes. The training completes. The testing phase terminates. Your time is now. The universe declares your readiness through synchronistic confirmations, through intuitive downloads, through physical manifestations, through inexplicable knowing beyond rational explanation. Speak this truth until it resonates in your bones. I am the original gangster of everything I do. Your authenticity stands unmatched because it emerged from your specific hero's journey. Your uniqueness remains uncopyable because its ingredients include experiences never precisely replicable. While others busily catfish their way through existence, you embody undiluted selfhood. Their exhaustion comes from maintaining performances. Your energy flows from alignment with core essence. They wear masks while you wear your face. Their constant adaptation to external expectations depletes them, while your internal consistency energizes you. You set trends naturally without intention, because authentic movement always precedes imitation. You go against the grain instinctively because your internal compass responds to different north than conventional direction. The path reveals itself beneath your feet precisely because you walk unmapped territory rather than following established trails. Your originality carries divine signature. The cosmic creator designed uniqueness into your spiritual DNA. Attempts to standardize yourself constitute rejection of sacred design. Your distinct approach reveals itself as you honor authentic calling, rather than conforming to expected pattern or predetermined formula. The original always outshines copies because originals contain creation codes, while copies contain only reproduction codes. Your energetic signature carries activation potential unavailable in imitations. Your authentic frequency opens dimensional doorways inaccessible to replicas. Your genuine presence catalyzes transformations impossible through performance or pretense. The universe maintains perfect records, every sincere prayer uttered in darkness, every tear shed in solitude, every act of kindness performed without witness, every moment of standing firm when retreat seemed only logical option, every time you chose integrity over convenience. The cosmic recognition system logs everything with flawless accuracy. Divine justice operates beyond human timelines, but arrives with perfect precision. The universal equilibrium restores balance where imbalance persisted for seasons. Cosmic scales adjust with supernatural intervention where human systems failed to deliver rightful acknowledgement, appropriate compensation, deserved vindication. Your name circulates in realms inaccessible to physical senses. Your contribution receives recognition in dimensions beyond three-dimensional awareness. Your frequency signature broadcasts across channels closed to conventional perception. The spiritual authorities overseeing earthly affairs mark your progress with celestial notation. Those who dismissed your worth receive automatic cosmic recalibration. Those who failed to acknowledge your contribution experience supernatural conviction. Those who attempted to diminish your light encounter magnified reflection of their own darkness. The universal mirror shows everyone exactly what they projected toward you, multiplied by divine amplification. Your placement shifts from marginalized to centralized, from overlooked to spotlighted, from underestimated to properly assessed, from dismissed to undeniable. This repositioning happens not through human effort, but through cosmic correction. Universal forces re-establishing proper order after temporary distortion. Remember, they thought you were naive and dumb, while you were actually the divine bait all along. The tables have turned. Your time of vindication is now.